You're listening to the Heavy Duty Parts Report. I'm your host, Jamie Irvin, and this is the show where you get expert advice about the heavy duty parts you buy and sell and keep you informed about what's happening in the industry. Hello, my name is Jamie Irvin. I'm the host of the Heavy Duty Parts Report, and today is a bonus episode. We're not having an interview because it is the holiday season and everyone at the Heavy Duty Parts Report studio is taking a break. So today I wanted to give you an overview of what to expect in 2021 when we get back to work. I hope that everyone watching or listening today is enjoying their holiday time. 2020 was a rough year for everyone, and we all needed to just have a break, and we needed to recharge the batteries, because I think 2021, there is a lot of hurdles ahead of us, as society, but also for the industry. So what are we planning to do at the Heavy Duty Parts Report in 2021? Well, I'd like to start by giving you a breakdown of what the content schedule is going to look like. On Monday, we are going to continue to air our podcast episode where we're interviewing heavy-duty parts manufacturers. We have a long list of manufacturers that we're hoping to have on the Heavy-Duty Parts Report. In fact, that list tops over 500 companies that we have yet to even reach out to. So there is no shortage of interviews for the Heavy Duty Parts Report podcast. And on Monday, that episode is going to air in audio form on podcast players, in video form, where that video will be aired on the YouTube channel and also embedded in the show notes of the podcast episode. Every Wednesday, though, we're going to release a blog article that goes more in depth into the company that we had on the podcast on Monday. So we may give expanded information on the history of the company. We may add more technical data in that blog article. The reason that we're doing that is the blog article is a better place for that type of content. It's really hard to put that kind of content in show notes, and it's more suited for an actual article. So Monday, the podcast will go live. Wednesday, there'll be a blog article. And then Friday, we have our HDPR Live. Now, in the HDPR Live kind of format has evolved in 2020. We started off just broadcasting it to Facebook, and then we would replay it on YouTube and LinkedIn, and we would put it on the website. But then we got access to the LinkedIn Live on my personal profile. That's a beta test that LinkedIn is doing. Not everybody gets access to it. We were really excited when we got approved to be eligible to publish our live videos on LinkedIn directly. We brought in some software called StreamYard, which enables us to simultaneously broadcast the live interviews or the live solo shows directly to my LinkedIn profile, Jamie L. Irvin on LinkedIn. We also publish it directly to the YouTube channel and also directly to our Facebook page for the Heavy Duty Parts Report. Those interviews are going to be reserved for industry professionals, for people that bring something to the conversation that allow us to have conversations that are going to be useful to the industry, that are going to add scope and perspective, and really going to help people in the industry to have a better understanding of what they need to do to be successful. So it's a little bit of a different focus than the interviews we do on the podcast that are reserved for manufacturers. But the end goal is the same goal that everything we do at the Heavy Duty Parts Report kind of is guided by, which is to transform the heavy duty parts industry worldwide. That's our mission. And we want to do that by providing support to those people in the industry who are working hard to support the truck and trailer commercial vehicle space, to be able to make sure that our society continues to operate efficiently and that society gets the things they need. Important things like food and building supplies for our homes and medical supplies and things of that nature. Just the basic stuff. But that's really our mission. We're really focused on that. And so all of our content is really going to be centered on that central idea of just how can we empower the industry. So that's the content schedule for 2021. Monday, the podcast, Wednesday, the blog article, Friday, the live video. And we are sending out a weekly email to all of our subscribers. And I promise this isn't a bait and switch where I get you to sign up and then I send you a whole bunch of marketing kind of type emails. We send out a single email on that list once a week. One email comes out on Monday, and it gives you all of the content that we've produced in that week or the week before. So you're never going to miss out, right? So every Monday you can get that email and it'll tell you, what was the live video that we did the week before? What was the blog article that we did? What podcast episode just got released? And this will keep you up to date. So, because it's hard, we put out a lot of content. It's sometimes hard to keep track of it all. So go over to heavydutypartsreport.com, sign up to the weekly email right there on the homepage, and you'll get that weekly email with all of our content. Now, what else is there to talk about? Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about how to get on the show. So if you're a manufacturer and you'd like to be on the Heavy Duty Parts Report podcast, the process is quite simple. Go to heavydutypartsreport.com and connect with us, or on LinkedIn. You can connect with me directly there as well. From there, we're going to send you a link to a calendar and you're going to schedule your interview. Once the interview is scheduled, we will create an outline. We will talk about that outline back and forth, usually by email. And once we're happy with the outline, you're happy with it, I'm happy with it, then you supply us with a headshot of who we're going to interview and a logo image, as well as any B-roll type images or video clips that you want us to use that we will be, things that we'll be talking about in the interview. You supply us with those files, and then we're ready to go. And so on the day that we do the interview, we log in on Zoom. We record the interview. It's not done live, so there's an opportunity to start and stop if necessary and get it just right. Then what happens is it goes to our post-production team that's headed up by our marketing manager, Taryn Hohenson. And what Taryn does is Taryn then takes all of the content available to him, the recordings of the interview, the images, the video clips, and he puts together an episode that is published both in audio and video format. It is published usually around 3 to 4 weeks after we've done the recording. So we're doing these ahead of time. That gives our team time to get it done just right and get all the promotional assets that go along with it. So we promote it heavily. We let people know on our weekly email. We promote it on our social media channels. We talk about it, and we publish it to different forums. And so we really do our part to promote the interview. So if you're a manufacturer, that's the process. It's very simple. Reach out to us. Go to heavydutypartsreport.com and let us know. If you would like to be featured on the live broadcast that we do on Fridays, so HDPR Live, go to heavydutypartsreport.com/live. And there you will see a form at the bottom of that page where you can fill out the form and apply to be on the live broadcast. And once you send that through, it comes through as an email, and the process is virtually the same. We'll send you a calendar link. You'll schedule your interview. We'll talk about what we're going to talk about and create an outline. We get those assets from you, the headshot, the logo, and then we go ahead and we record it. Of course, the only difference is it goes live, it's immediately published, and people are able to view it while we're recording it, as well as they are able to view it for weeks and months to come afterwards, because we publish it on our website as a replay, and it lives there and on our YouTube channel, so people can easily access it and look at it. So that's how you do that. If you would like to participate in one of our editorial blog articles and would like to contribute to our blog, we're happy to have that interaction with industry professionals and companies as well. So if you'd like to have a joint article written and we can publish that on heavydutypartsreport.com, we're very open to that. Again, go to heavydutypartsreport.com. Lots of ways to contact us on there, and feel free to do so. One thing that we did to the website recently that's a little different is we added a search bar. And it's right there in the top menu. I just wanted to mention that because we had a few people saying, hey, I can't find a past episode. I know you interviewed Meritor, but I can't find that interview. How do I find it? So we added the search function. You press the search button. You can type in Meritor or Doug Dole, for example, who we interviewed from Meritor, and boom, you'd be able to find that. Or you could type in Dana or Phillips or any of the companies that we've interviewed in the past. So if you want to be able to quickly find one of the past episodes, we added that functionality to the website. We're working on the website quite a bit to make it as user-friendly as possible, to be able to provide people with easy access to all the content and to be able to consume the content in any any way that they would like, whether it is audio, written content, or video. And we have all the subscribe buttons there in the top menu. You can subscribe to social. You can subscribe to podcast players. So we try to do our part to make it as easy as possible. This is our last episode of 2020. Hard to believe. And I just wanted to take a minute to express my gratitude and my appreciation for all of the guests who came on the show. And of course, to all of you, our dear listeners and viewers. Without the audience participating in the conversation and engaging with our content, it just wouldn't be worthwhile. And so without you, it wouldn't be possible. So I have to just tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. That's it. We're closing out 2020. I'm looking forward to 2021. The industry has an uphill battle. We've got a lot of things to deal with in society and also in the trucking industry. But as always, the trucking industry is taking the lead, and what happens in the trucking industry often is a precursor to what happens in society at large. And there's lots of evidence that things are going to get better and that we are going to see improvement in 2021 and beyond. And so I have complete confidence and faith in the hardworking men and women in the heavy-duty truck industry, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to play my small part in supporting you, wonderful, wonderful people. Enjoy your holidays, and we'll see you in 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Heavy Duty Parts Report. I'm your host, Jamie Irvin, and I'd just like to remind everyone to focus on cost per mile and let's keep those trucks and trailers rolling. You can watch our next video. Make sure to click the like button, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.